Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your summer. Hopefully, you guys are enjoyed your weekend and the weather, minus the rain. I don't know where you guys are, but it's been raining. It feels like every Sunday it's been raining like crazy. Usually, I take the kids to the pool for like maybe an hour, but we haven't done that in the past 2 weeks because, the rain, or I just been like extremely tired. So hopefully you guys are getting some sun like I am. I actually have a tan. I can see the tan line where I wear my watch on my wrist. So these are some, I don't know if they're thermal nails or jawbreaker nails, whatever you wish to call them. I use the Model Ones Cube. I think it's called like Jelly Bean. I wanted to do them with some bright colors. This was also the nail set that I entered into. I believe it was the June contest. If you don't know, Model Ones has a Facebook group. Is very interactive. Other nail artists, nail techs, nail enthusiasts are on there. Every month they do a nail contest and it has a theme. So if you guys have Facebook, go on that. There's a couple of other brands that have certain um, like Facebook groups that's interactive where you can talk about that specific brand and you can interact with, like-minded individuals. So if you don't know, now you know. So this was I entered these into the nail contest. I won something from them. I don't remember what it is and I have to find it. I actually won a nail cube from them. I don't know if it was a contest or a giveaway that they were doing, but I did win them. I literally have packages and boxes of nail products that I haven't opened. And then I said I wasn't going to buy anything from Amazon Prime, and I did. I actually got a new dust collector. I got some solid gel glue. I got another soaking bowl, and I think that's it. But yeah, anyway, so I don't know if you guys are on Threads. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should be, I always say that you need to get on Threads. I say that because a lot of the times these people that we think are so righteous and they have a big following and they seem like they care for the little people, they don't. Get on Threads. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Tim's Nails is basically under fire. He made a statement on Threads Nails. It was late at night. I want to say this was Thursday night. Basically, he was saying that people use their race as an excuse to why they don't get opportunities. And he used the words like lazy, that's just being lazy. And he was like, he did some data research and statistics shows he's a minority and he doesn't use his race. It's very tone deaf for 2023. Another nail artist, because Threads is pretty much Twitter for Instagram. But instead of retweet, you can quote it. And when you quote it, that means you can repost it and you can have a statement. So another nail tech that I follow, she was like, what are your thoughts? I decided to chime in, which I usually don't. But I decided to chime in and I was just like, excuse the noise. I'm home with my kids. It's summertime. So if y'all hear them yelling, they're fine. They're just being kids. So I decided to chime in. I basically was like, I feel like he directed it at black people, but I just feel like he didn't want to say black people. Now, I'm all for healthy debating. So yeah, we're going to get into it. And if you want to talk on this topic, feel free to write in the comments below. I just ask that you be respectful and that you hear what I'm saying and you read and understand what everybody else is saying. So let's get into it. So the nail tech, whose name is Pressed by Tiny, or I forgot her other page, but she basically was like, what are your feelings on it? And I basically said that I feel like he directed it to black people, but because he has a black friend and Polished by Kimmy is his friend who happens to be black, I just felt like he made it a majority by saying like, oh, all minorities, this is for all minorities. But I felt like he should have said it with his chest and directed to black people. And I was like, let's be for real. Asians do dominate the nail industry. They dominate the nail industry. They dominate the hair industry. In Brooklyn, within a 5 block radius, there's about 5 to 10 nail shops. What happens in New York is when there's probably about 3 of the nail techs that actually went to school to get a license. Everybody else that you might say the licenses on the wall. They did not go to get those licenses. What they do is they copy or do something and they put their name on it. So when the health department comes and does inspections, that nail salon may shut down. But guess what? Some odd months later, they're going to come back under a new name. They're going to come back with maybe, instead of 3 nail techs that's licensed, maybe they're going to have 5 to 8. And then the cycle continues. So that's basically what I said. I basically, because he did chime in, and if you go on threads, you can see my replies, but you can't see his replies because he now has deleted his threads. He also has been very silent on social media since he released that PR statement saying that he's sorry and he's learned, or whatever the case is. Nails by Dev has gotten involved. Polish and all her flock has gotten involved. I had a nail friend who like swore by them, went really hard for them. I never really cared to look their way until she kind of, was like putting me on. There was certain things my vibe just didn't sit right with them. Tim, I didn't get that vibe from him, but I guess you can say he's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. When I met him at Jenny Secrets, Cardi B's nail tech, I felt nothing but good vibes from him. He didn't like knock my energy off. When I was in the event for Jenny, my whole energy was knocked off. And if your energy or your vibe is not up to par, I feel that physically, like, and it just makes me really jittery, anxious, whatever the case is. So anyway, me and Tim, we happened to start talking because he chimed in and he was like, "So you don't think I have you don't think like I struggle?" And I'm like, "I do think you struggle. I just don't think you struggle in the nail department because I'm like, God forbid you fuck up today, your community, your Asian culture, your Asian community is gonna, they're gonna correct you behind the scene. Black people, we don't have that. And I can speak from that because every day I wake up black. Let's be honest. Every day you wake up to whatever you are. So when black people, get scrutinized and stuff like that, it is on front blast. To me, and from what I see, I don't see Asians getting their shit on full blast, front page news. They handle that shit behind doors and then they come back stronger and kind of bolder than ever. And that's what I explained to him. It seemed to be a healthy conversation, but little did I know was that he went on live a couple of days ago and he was talking about somebody's domestic violence, that they shouldn't keep talking about it. When it comes to domestic violence, please shut up. I don't care who you are. Don't speak on what you don't know. Even if you are a victim of domestic violence yourself, your domestic violence situation or any abuse situation is not the same as that person's. So if you're not on threads, or if you're not on Instagram, if you don't know what happened, this is just a summary of what happened. I did speak to the nail artist that he was referring to. Maybe he wasn't referring to because he's trying to cover his tracks, but she basically was reaching out to them for support and they basically played right in front of her face and they did her so wrong and Deb did her so wrong. And it's just a real messed up situation. I thought this was probably going to be wrapped up by today, but it's not. And I'm kind of glad it's not because it needs to shed light because, a lot of these brands, y'all only show light skin, white skin, Spanish skin, Asian skin. It's very rare that I see somebody my complexion are darker than me, like 2 to 3 shades darker than me on your page. And if I do see them on your page, it's deep, 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 deep. I just did some work for a brand. They were like, "Oh, we love your work. We can't wait to repost it." Yeah, it's been like 3 to 4 days. I haven't seen my work. It's crazy. It's like, I don't know. Black people don't make the aesthetic. So going back to what he said, he basically was saying that people use that their race as an excuse not to get opportunities. Let's be for real. Black people, especially black women in this industry, from what I'm seeing, we don't get the same opportunities as our white counterparts, as our Asian counterparts, as our Spanish counterparts, as our light skin. If they happen to be black and they're light skin, we don't get the same opportunity as them. We have to work, 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 work. And then when we finally get to a totem pole where we're at the level of those counterparts, we still get treated like shit. We still get the bottom, the crumbs. It's sad, but it is what it is. And if you don't see it, it's because you don't experience it. You haven't experienced it yet, or you just don't understand because it's not meant for you to understand. Because not understand, but it's not meant for you to experience because you won't ever have those experiences. So when we say stand in solidarity with us and call out the bullshit, make it aware, do that. Nobody's saying that, you gotta, it just, it's a very touchy topic, but I'm glad it's being brought to the front. But basically, it's like the MTA if you're in New York. If you see something, say something. Sometimes these, I see black nail artists, their work is impeccable. Their work is top notch, but you would never know because who do we see? We see light skinned people, we see the Spanish people. And this is not to discredit anybody. Please don't discredit what I'm saying. It's just the fact that sometimes our work is up to par and some everybody else's work be mediocre as hell, but they get the likes, they get the views, they get the deals, the brands and dealerships and stuff like that. And yes, I do know there's a couple of black people, nail artists in this industry who are on top right now. But I dare you to go ask them how hard did they have to work to get to where they had to be. And I'm pretty sure they had to work 10 times harder to get where they have to be. And if you probably ask them how much they get paid compared to our lighter and white counterparts and our Asian counterparts, they are still not getting paid the same. I probably guarantee it. I will put money on it if I had the money. But anyway, if you don't have threads, not only in the nail industry, I see a lot of people on threads and other industries and content creators who basically talk shit about their fans and they say that y'all broke and poor, but y'all be the ones that supporting them, and they don't give two fucks about y'all because they got to where they got by stepping on y'all necks and y'all backs. But y'all continue to still praise these people. So if y'all wonder what was going on Instagram, that's what's going on. And everybody's making a PR statement when it comes to Dev's team. It doesn't seem genuine at all. That's my opinion. I do have products for her. I would have never bought products on my own. My friend gifted me basically Mother's Day money for me to go buy these products from this lady because she swore by them, and they definitely played in my friend's face too. And people got to really see who they are and what they are. So if you continue to support them, that's on you. Me not supporting them. Like I said, when I met Tim's Nails, he was cool as hell. When we had the conversation on Threads, I thought I had unfollowed him just to refollow him because I was just like, he never gave me any type of offense to be so harsh or whatever. But then come to find out, he talking shit about people with they domestic violence DV cases, and he goes live late at night and he talks shit. Apparently that's what happens in that little clique. And this is just not Nails by Dev, it's just the fact that it's being brought to the forefront. And I'm pretty sure there's other nail companies and brands who do the same shit. It's just that nobody has caught on, and it hasn't been brought to the light. So if you want to comment, feel free to comment. I just ask that you be respectful and understand the views. If I don't understand something, I'll ask. If you don't understand something, ask, and I'll say it. I even said to Tim when I saw his thread, I said I read to react. I didn't read to understand. So when I say I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize. But best believe I did unfollow him, and I did unfollow Dev, and I did unfollow Kimmy because everybody except for Tim gave me weird vibes. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. Calicia's tea. Y'all got it from me. So if you want to see more, then go to Nails by Dev's page and read through the comments. I believe the nail editorial posted the screenshot of what exactly was said. He is no longer on Threads, so you won't be able to see what he said. You'll just be able to see what everybody else is talking about it, because everybody in the nail community is talking about it on Threads. I know a lot of people are saying we need to wrap this up, but when it comes to race, it's not a thing you kind of wrap up. Does it get redundant? It absolutely gets redundant. But coming from a black person, I know for one, I just want y'all to understand that when we talk about our struggles and we talk about how it's not fair, it's because that's what we go through. Like I said, I just worked with 2 brands, and I did work reviews and social media. They have yet to post my work, whether it be a story, whether it be on their feed, nothing. So this video is about to end. Feel free to chime in the comments. Just make sure y'all be respectful. Be good to you, be good to others, and I'll see you on the next video, whenever that is. Bye.